What's going on, family? It's your man Miami Patron here for another video, and like always, coming to you from beautiful Medellin, Colombia. So this video is not going to be about business, it's just going to be about my personal thoughts on Medellin, Colombia. So the title of this video is why I believe that Medellin, Colombia is like the new Bali and why it's great for entrepreneurs. All right, so the first thing I think I should address is the safety concerns, because that was one of the biggest concerns that most of my friends and family would ask me when I told them that, hey, I'm going to go to Colombia, and then when I told them that, hey, I'm actually going to decide to live here, because those were my first thoughts. Now let me address the safety concern. I think the safety concern comes from TV and the whole idea of like Netflix and Narcos and like it being like a third world country and like drugs and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, it could not be further from the truth. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first arrived here in Colombia, I was a little bit afraid. And it wasn't even my fear, it was a fear instilled from my family and friends that when I got here that I couldn't wear jewelry. You know, I couldn't wear my necklaces. It's actually funny, my gold necklaces got stolen on the plane, not actually stolen here. Funny, and my watch, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, but other than that, I had a lot of fear, you know, walking around. I couldn't walk around with my phone. I'm gonna get robbed, all this kind of stuff. None of that was further from the truth. I felt nothing but safety and security since I've been here. You know, granted, I do live in a beautiful area. You know, you got to be smart. You have your wits about you. You can't be, you know, in the slums and stuff. But other than that, it's complete safe. Okay, so I wanted to address that concern of safety before we even get started with this video. Now, why do I believe this is a great opportunity for entrepreneurs, and why I think this is like the new, you know, South America Bali? Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of entrepreneurs here that are flocking to Medellin, Colombia, right? Because the reason a lot of people like Bali, I personally haven't been to Bali, but this is just the reason why I would go, and a lot of my friends and entrepreneurs go to Bali, is because it is economical, right? You make money in dollars and you spend you get paid in dollars and you live your life in pesos, right? Like that's what this says in the 4-hour work week. And that's true, and you get to live just a way better lifestyle. You know, if you're making lots of money, you can go live like a complete king in somewhere like Bali and Indonesia and stuff like that. But nobody ever thought about doing that in South America or any of these countries down here. Now, granted, I believe Colombia is a great and up-and-coming city, or I would say specifically Medellin. Okay, Medellin specifically. I wouldn't say Colombia, because out of Colombia, this is what I'm being told by the locals, is that Medellin is the most up-and-coming, touristic, and has the most resources for people like us, you know, that are in the entrepreneur space. And now when I say entrepreneur, I'm talking about like internet business, you know, making money online, social media business, kind of stuff like that, because that's the area in which I work in. But there's a lot of resources that are here. There's plenty of great Wi-Fi. There's a lot of great co-working spaces, right? So the ones that are the main ones that I know of, I'm sure there's other ones, but there's a WeWork here. That was something that was really threw me off, because I didn't, you know, there's WeWorks in Miami and all over the United States, right? But when I found out there was a WeWork here in Colombia, Medellin, I was like, whoa, this is really cool. And it's super economical. I think it was like $175 for a hot desk. I think of normal desk is, you know, a couple $100, but think compared to like Miami where it's almost $1,000 for the same thing, I was like, yo, let's go ahead and do it. But the cool thing about the WeWork here, it's on the 17th floor. Obviously, this is just a random building here, but it's on the 17th floor in the downtown Poblado area. So it has one of the most amazing views. It's the same quality WeWork as anywhere in the United States, and great Wi-Fi. But the view is, you get the view of the entire city. You know, something similar to this. And what I love about Medellin is you can kind of see it here. I live on a mountain. You see, this is a huge, you know, mountain right here. And I love how the buildings go up the mountain, right? So when you're on top of that WeWork, you are able to see the entire city and see all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I love about it. Another co-working space is called Selena. Now, Selena is at the top of at Poblado, you know, right? You can walk there if you're staying in the Parque Lleras area, Poblado area. You can walk there. Really great area. It's a little bit more economical, but the cool thing about that place, it's very like modern, very like hipster. There's a lot of, you know, they throw a lot of events. You're gonna meet a lot of people there. You know, sometimes on the weekends they throw parties. You know, like real parties. Where like I went there this weekend. It was like a legit party with like, you know, beautiful women. It was a crazy thing, right? So that was another great co-working space. So if you're coming here and you're thinking about, you know, growing your business, you're thinking about, you know, traveling and doing that whole, you know, internet lifestyle, living, getting paid in dollars, paying in a foreign currency. I've been doing that here for the last 3 months, and those are two great co-working spaces. So I address the safety, I address a couple places in which you can go ahead and, you know, get some work done. Now, one of the things that here is just the level of living. So I don't know if you know this. The US dollar to the Colombian peso is about 1 to 3. So $1 is about 3,000 pesos, right? It's in thousands here, 3,000. And so think about this. You know, some people say, man, for $1,000 a month, you can live like a king here. Not really. But, you know, it's about 3,000. But still, you want to make a lot more than that. That's just like a little misconception. But either way, it's still super economical. The food here, the average meal is $4, you know, $4 to $5 a meal. You can go to a nice, beautiful restaurant. Sometimes when I go on dates with girls, you know, the kind of girls that I like, I'll take them to a nice dinner. And, you know, something like a dinner like that will be in Miami at least $65. But here, I'll spend $20, $25 for a great meal, great atmosphere, you know, wine, a nice drink or something like that. So the standard of living when it comes to food and stuff like that, for example, I live in this beautiful apartment here. I have a 2-bedroom apartment. I have security. I have all this kind of stuff, paying $560 a month, and I live alone. When I saw that mixed with this view, I was like, fuck it, let's take it. Boom, $560 a month, 2-bedroom, security, pool, let's do it. You know, so that's the kind of standard. So the economics is amazing. The food, the people are amazing. The women are gorgeous. For those of you that are men that are watching this video, right? If you're a girl, there's some beautiful guys here. I don't know why I even said that, but anyways, but the people here are beautiful. They're as in their heart. They are great people. They're willing to help you. They're, you know, they're just here to really make you feel comfortable. And now if you're coming and you're thinking like, oh, I don't speak Spanish, do not worry. I have a few friends here that have YouTube channels, you know, Instagram influencer friends here, and they don't speak any Spanish either, and they decided to move here and they're still having a great time. So I don't want you to be held back by safety issues, language issues, anything like that. This country is amazing. You're gonna have an opportunity to build your business, live, you know, whether you're just getting started out in business, right? So you need to make money, or you need to live below your means, but you don't want to, you know, live below your means in the United States. But here, you know, for $1,000 a month, you still get your own, you know, your own shit. So if you're thinking about growing a business, this is a great place to come. Now, if you already have an established business and you're making, you know, lots of money and you just want to up your levels of standard of living without paying that US dollar, this is once again another great place to come. Now, the cities that I do recommend if you want to come here is Poblado. That's the #1 place. I'm outside of Poblado. I'm in the mountains here of Poblado. Poblado's a little bit down here, but Poblado is the most touristic and the wealthiest part. It's the most Americanized. That's where you're gonna see the big buildings, the condos, you know, I saw an Audi R8 V10 Plus the other day. You're gonna see a lot more money in Poblado. Now, I can't say that about the other parts of Colombia. It's weird here. You know, I really believe that the real estate and the value of Poblado and Medellin is really gonna go up over the next couple of years. Actually, my goal is to buy property here, because it's really going up. A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people are flocking here and spending money. Like the tourism here is going up, up, and up. The fear of what happened back in the 80s with Pablo is going away, and people are really starting to see this gem. The weather is the best weather in the world. I'm from beautiful San Diego, California. People flock to California for that weather. I lived in Miami before here, another great place. But by far, this has the best weather I've ever seen in my life. And I love how green it is. It's very green. It stays consistent around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's just beautiful. Great weather, great people, super economical. Make sure you stay in Poblado. If you don't want to stay in Poblado, you want to have more of a residential feel, you would want to go to Laureles. Okay, Laureles it's not going to be as, you know, tourist. It's still tourist friendly, but it's more family. You're not going to see the big buildings. It's going to be houses, and it's going to be more of a family oriented. Okay. So that's my recommendations. If you're thinking about coming to Medellin, whether to grow a business, you already have an established business, you want to have an upgraded standard of living, Medellin, Colombia is a great place. Mark my words, this place value is going to go up over the next years. It is going to be the next Bali on this side of the hemisphere here in the United States. So obviously South America and the Americas, right? Because the value, it has beautiful people, beautiful weather, beautiful girls, great opportunity, great as for your business, you know, establishments, co-working spaces, office spaces, super economical and different stuff like that. All right, guys. So hopefully you got a lot of value from that. My name is Miami Patron. Make sure you follow me on the gram because I'm always posting stuff about about on my Instagram about my lifestyle here in Medellin. Because soon I'm gonna be going to Cartagena next month and moving on from there. So until next time, take care, guys.